Hello my lovely YouTubers, I'm in the car again. Do you know what, I'm not wearing black today though. I think this is my first video where I'm not wearing black. Anyway, I wanted to just talk today about something that I learned when I was in recovery that has been really helpful. Another thing, when I first went to AA, the thought of never drinking again, you know, saying that statement, I'm never going to drink again, it's just really overwhelming and a little bit too difficult, you know, which is why one of the first things that I heard when I went to AA was a day at a time. And it took a little while to understand this, but now I completely understand it. A day at a time. Some people do an hour at a time to start off with. So we're not thinking I'm never going to drink again. What we're thinking is if I can do the next hour without having a drink, then I've reached my first goal. Let's do that first of all. So we do an hour and we get to the end of the hour of not taking a drink. Wonder if I can do the next hour and not have a drink. For me, I did it a day at a time. So I got through a day and I hadn't taken a drink, and it felt amazing. It felt like I'd achieved something. If you say I'm never going to drink again, how far in the future is that? How overwhelming is that? Whereas you break it down, so a day at a time, it just makes so much sense. And now, again, another thing that I've taken from there that I bring into my personal life and into my business life as well. So in my personal life, if I've got something, maybe a big task ahead or something that I'm anxious about that's coming up, I always say to myself, a day at a time. I can break it down into those little segments. So it might be just that I've got loads of stuff to do at the house, you know, cleaning or whatever. I'll just do one room. Let's today just concentrate on that one room. Let's get that done. And then once that's done, then we can concentrate on another room. Or it might be somebody might have an assignment they've got to do. Let's just do one chapter today. Can we do one chapter today? And then tomorrow, let's try another chapter. Instead of saying, I've got to write, I know it's done in words, isn't it? I've got to write so many words. Let's just do, 100 words today or 1,000 words today. I don't know how many it goes in, but you get the idea. So, and I do this exactly the same in my business as well. Sometimes business can be so hectic, and especially network marketing, I get all these ideas and they're really exciting, they're buzzing around in my head. And then I think to myself, oh God, there's just so much. And I end up doing nothing. So instead of doing that, now what I do is I write myself a little to-do list every day. And it's a manageable to-do list. That's the important thing. It has to be manageable, so that I can, that I can actually accomplish something in that day. And what I tend to do is work for, say, an hour, because I've got quite a short span of attention, you know. So if I work for an hour, then I can treat myself with a sit down and a drink, not an alcoholic drink, and just relax for 15 minutes or half an hour, and then I'm going to do another hour of work. So it's these little goals all the time. Now I've got a big goal at the moment of I want to build a sunroom on the back of my house, or an extension, whichever. So that's quite a big goal for me. It's going to take some saving up, which I'm doing at the moment, and it's great to have that goal, but in between that goal I've got to have those little steps. Does that make sense? So instead of just thinking, right, this is where I am now and I want my extension, I put in those little steps, those little goals all the way along to be able to reach that goal. It's about doing them consistently, has to be consistent. So like with the drinking, you can't say just for today I'm not going to have a drink. and then you get through that day. The next day you think, right, I'm not going to drink today, but then the next day you have a drink. It's not being consistent. You can start again, that's fine. Start from day one. I know people that have been in and out of rehab 17 or 18, 20 times, and they still eventually get sober. So we're not saying if you can't do it straight away, just give up. Just keep going back to that day one. Just start again, like I said in my other video. But the whole key of it is not to break the chain. Try not to break the chain. And all of those things put together will turn the hours into weeks, the weeks into months, and the months into years. And it's the same with the goals. Each little goal every single day will eventually bring me my sun house and my extension. So I hope that's helped a little bit. If anybody's thinking about overwhelm and those big goals, try and break them down into little ones and do a day at a time. Cheers.